And as we're talking about how lucky we are to have an amazing partners, we get it. Um, some of the listeners, I'm sure you don't have great partners at home.
Oh,
And if that is you, it just makes it so much more important that you have good relationships with friends or
oh.
families so that you're not taking on all of like everything.
Welcome to Your Mom and Us, the podcast for moms who love their kids but miss themselves a little too.
We're Shawna and Cara, two moms, two lifestyles, one mission to help you stop guessing, start growing, and reclaim your sense of self without the guilt.
This isn't a parenting podcast. It's a place to explore who you are now and who you are still becoming.
Because confidence is a practice, not a destination, and you don't have to do it alone.
Two, one,
Yay!
blast off.
We're counting down with there's this little countdown timer whenever we hit record, and every time Kara's like 5, 4, 3, 2,
We're on.
here
Oh,
we
you know
go.
what we said we were going to do and we haven't been? Is give
Oh,
like a little update on like what's happening.
I
It's
mean,
Canada
what?
Day.
Ooh,
It's
it is.
Canada Day.
Yeah. At the time that we're recording this, this is Canada Day.
Yeah, and
And
we're
I'm
just talking.
excited. Just PS, I was just sharing with Kara that um, my partner and I, our condo is on the 19th floor. We're really lucky. We're in an older building. Look at the mess of this baby room,
Yeah.
everyone. But for those of you who can see, because you're watching us somewhere, this is my view.
Oh my
And what I love, so I don't know if you can see it, but see these buildings like over here? They get really sparkly in the summer, like when the sun is going down, the whole row of buildings, so that's Yonge Street, will like start shining over the
God.
next like hour or so, and it looks like kind of like gold teeth, which is hilarious. But what I really love, you guys
Yeah.
won't be seeing or hearing this on Canada Day, but shortly when the sun goes down, we're going to be surrounded by fireworks in like every direction. So it's a
That
little bit.
is crazy.
I'll try and remember to record it for you.
Yes, I love that. Just a FYI, if those of you who have never listened to our intro, I'm the opposite. I live in the middle of nowhere. There are no lights here.
Yeah.
When it is
You
dark.
get stars. I'm lucky if I get
Yes.
like 5 stars. You probably
Oh,
have the whole
really?
way. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the stars are so bright here that you don't even need a flashlight sometimes.
Oh no.
Yep. Anyways,
Crazy. Anyway, episode 15. What are we talking about today,
we
Kara?
are talking about when your partner is your safe place, how real support can shape your identity and motherhood.
Mm,
And
word.
yeah, Sean and I both are super duper lucky. And and we kind of had mentioned this in a previous episode, but because we both grew up, I don't want to like throw anyone on a bus, but we both didn't have great father role models. They were,
Who are
but
we
they,
throwing? I mean, let's just cut to the chase. Yeah. Real, like, true Hollywood. I say that
yeah,
too much, I feel like. But anyways,
me
my
too.
dad, my dad is a complicated person.
Mm,
Let's put it that way.
that's a good word.
There are positive things about him for sure. There are things that I am because he's my dad, and there are challenging, difficult
Mm,
things for sure.
mhm.
And then you and your
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, do I open that can of worms? Like,
up to
so
you, it's your can, babe.
just so I don't have anything to hide. So I grew up, my mom never told my dad that he had a child. It was kind of like they were young. She wasn't really in love with him, didn't think he'd be a good father. She had debated being a mother anyway. Anyways, long story short, she never told
Different
him.
episode.
Yeah, she never told him that he had a baby. So I grew up no father.
Yeah.
Now I did meet him a few years ago. I don't know if we've ever talked about that. Have we ever talked about that?
I well, so
Yeah.
in true family lore, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think we've talked about it. So
Yeah. Anyway, crazy experience. Kind of weird meeting a stranger who you're blood related to, and it feels like this weird, like, but inevitably, like, I'm very happy that I met him, but it's like this weird feeling where he really isn't my dad, like full respect to him, but like it's just, yeah, it just didn't have the ending
That
that I thought it was going to.
Yeah, that happens. I have so this is like we're going off the rails. I have a older stepbrother that was
Oh yeah.
uh yeah,
Snap.
he's about I think he's like 10, maybe 12 years older than me. He was born Yeah, it's got to be 10 years older than me. He was born, he's my dad's son, born when my dad and his girlfriend at the time were in high school. So he was put up for adoption. That's its own thing. But I definitely have my own experience of like,
Mhm.
you know, this kind of long lost family member and that. Now, my experience was by and large super positive. It was insane how much like us he was.
Mhm.
Um, I think for him, he probably felt like, whoa, here's
Yeah.
these people that are just like me, weird, right? Because he
Yeah.
grew up without us.
Yeah.
But there is also that element of like, to me, he's a brother like any other. I have three brothers.
Yeah.
But growing up together and then finding someone later after you're in your 30s is two different experiences for sure,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah. But the
100%.
topic
Yeah.
is when your partner is
Yeah.
your safe space. And I feel
Yes.
like you allude to our individual dad drama, and we certainly have it. Mm.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Because I will say for myself and not for you, like finding the right partner and being emotionally healthy enough to have a good partner
Mhm.
was a mission. It was not something that
Oh, yeah.
I had a lot of the not right partner. I had anyways.
Amen.
Anyways, we digress.
Anyways.
It could be its own book. It could be its own novel, friends. However, Sex in the City and Carrie from Sex in the City, nothing on me, babe. But what I will say is that finding the right partner, certainly a healthy partnership and the right partner to have a kid with, for
Mhm.
me, anyways, um, is the result of doing a lot of work on myself and kind of healing some of that childhood trauma
Mhm.
issue that I had from my own experience with my dad. So I know like you and I have talked a lot about kind of having the experience of watching your
Mhm.
child with a good dad. If you've had like bad dad experience or challenging dad experience or no dad experience, it's like its whole own um like adventure. It's like the most unbelievable gift, but also
Oh, is it ever?
it stirs up a lot. It stirs up a lot of sadness for like a younger you that didn't
Oh
have
yeah.
all of those things. Word?
Yeah.
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 So,
And then at the same time brings like this extra layer of passion to the relationship because you're like, oh, thank God. Or thank
yeah.
goodness. Sorry. Don't need to
Yeah.
bring him to that, but thank thank goodness.
Yeah.
And as we're talking about how lucky we are to have an amazing partners, we get it. Some of the listeners, I'm sure you don't have great partners at home.
Right.
And if that is you, it just makes it so much more important that you have good relationships with friends or
Right.
families so that you're not taking on all of like everything, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and not feeling like you have to be strong all the time because even like as we say how lucky we are that we have great partners, like I I feel like we naturally go into this role of like I need to be strong all the time. I need to do everything. I need to try to do all these things. I need to do this. I need to do that. And it's like it's the same as like setting boundaries. Like just like openly ask for help because sometimes like I know this is I don't know, maybe you don't agree, but like we both genders come from different planets. Like sometimes I feel like that just because like my husband is like, I didn't know you were thinking like that. Like just tell me. And I'm like,
Well, so, but that is so powerful because we have to remember, sorry to cut you off,
no, no.
the people around you cannot read your mind. And that like, oh, that's a that's the
Hmm.
thing for sure.
Hey mom, want to find time to do personal growth together? I do. We have opened a free group for accountability for ourselves and for people like us that want to find even just a little bit of time in our day to focus on our mind, our body, our smile, and our soul together as moms, looking to keep in touch with ourselves and set good examples for our kiddos. So if it sounds like something that might be of interest to you, especially if it sounds like you don't have time for personal growth or for focusing on things that are positive for you, this is 100% the place that you need to be. Just go to joinhearttostart.com and send a join request to the group, and we will see you there. Okay, joinhearttostart.com. Bye.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
what would you say, like, the topic is the partner is your safe place.
Hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
new experience for me. My
Yeah.
current partner is not my only adult partner. Let's
Mm.
all be adults,
Yeah.
okay? I've had some living experience. But but what's interesting for me is like the more I work on myself, my own
Mhm.
mental health, my own like boundaries, my own standards, the better all of my relationships get.
Yeah.
Either the relationship gets better or it falls away. Those are
Hmm.
the options.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about a partner that's a safe place, I'm so grateful that I have a partner that I like. He's making dinner right now while we talk, and
That's
I
us.
have this like moment, and he doesn't need a high five or anything. Like making dinner is an adult job, but it's
Hmm.
like so incredible having come from like a background of and a relationship or relationships that have had partners that are not supportive. It's so
Hmm.
incredible to, number one, have that support, but then
Hmm.
like actively see in real time what's being like created for my daughter in terms of her standards for like
Yes.
herself and her relationships moving
Yes.
forward and her.
Hmm.
And it feels like I'm soaked in gratitude all the time when I see them together and they are like
Best
playing
friend.
and they are like, but I just,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of the pressure off. And we talk often about the pressure of motherhood, and it is real.
Hmm.
Having great partner like makes a huge
Makes
difference.
a mind of it. And you know what? And it's not even like it's having a great partner who sees you in the messy times
Mm,
and stays and doesn't try. Well, my husband always tries to fix things for me, but like just hold space for me and allow me to get through it,
mm,
man, and let me heal myself, like I I feel like before baby, or sorry, I shouldn't say before baby because I before low,
mm.
because I've had a few pregnancies before, but like having all the miscarriages, oh my gosh, some people can hold it together. I was a hot mess, and like Steve was so great through it, and I like was crying, I'd say 80% of the day, all the time.
Yes. Which PS is normal, not
Yeah,
something to apologize about.
yeah,
But
yeah. But just his
I also
gentleness.
have to say,
Yeah.
so can you, like, what's your opinion? I
Mm-hmm.
have some friends that went through a real devastating loss.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I won't say more about it aside from that because it's their business. But what I noticed from the outside of that experience is that I feel like there wasn't really great support for dad
Mm-hmm.
when it came to like baby loss. I think
Mm-hmm.
that there's not enough support for moms.
Mm-hmm.
but it almost was like, um, do you think we take for granted that there is not the same kind of support for their experience of their loss too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind
I
of
mean,
a shame.
I feel like mental health for men in general, like, you know,
So bad.
it is. It totally is.
It's so not so bad, but like
Yeah.
there's definite and obvious incomplete support for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
I
you
don't think
know,
he got any support through that.
and
None.
that's so hard. Like, I think that we're talking about when your partner is your safe place, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
one of the things to also talk about is being a safe place for your partner too. Like,
Mm.
it's a hard thing when you go through
Yes.
something as a couple because you
Yeah.
need each other, but
Yes.
like, are there resources for both partners to be supported in loss? I know that
Mhm.
wasn't the topic of today's conversation.
No, no, but I think it's a great turn because no matter what, it should be like as a team supported, you know?
Yeah.
Whether you're, yeah, the dad, the mom, solo parenting, single parenting, carrying all the load, like,
Yeah.
you know?
Or like same-sex partners,
Or same-sex partners.
there is always that like, is
Hmm.
there equal? And here's the thing. I actually have this rule with my best friend,
Yeah.
Shelly. We have a rule that says we can't both be down at the same time. That's not always possible, right? But she like, and for those of you, Kara alluded to the idea that maybe like your um partner or like your marital partner isn't supportive, that can be real. Or maybe you don't have a partner, that can be
Hmm.
real. But if you have a resource and a friendship that is so supportive, and it's funny, like our rule about we can't both be down at the same time is like we say it jokingly to each other because there's no
Yeah.
way that you can control that. But it's because the other person is so valuable to you when
Yeah.
you are like in the thick of a challenge that like you want to be there for them, but if you
Yeah.
need them to be there for you, it's like, okay, we're drowning together. Like, hold on. But
Mhm.
it is like friendships and support and partnership, even like
Yeah.
the partnership that you and I have here on Your Mom
Yeah.
Enough and in our joint effort here. It's so
Yeah.
valuable to like
Hmm.
have a healthy friendship, a healthy partnership, a healthy whatever. And
Hmm.
it's not an easy skill. It's not something that just comes naturally to a lot of us because a lot of us did grow up with bad examples. Bad, 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 bad.
And I feel like you nailed it on the head. Like having support doesn't erase the struggle, but
Mm,
it just helps like with the feeling of the struggle, you know, your
yes.
ability to get through and not feeling alone and feeling it's the difference between drowning and feeling afloat, if we relate it back to you and your friend
Yeah.
drowning
Yeah.
together.
Well, and there's two kinds of support. Like you had talked about Steve,
Yeah.
and I think this is maybe stereotypical of me to say, but I think
Yeah.
stereotypes do kind of find their place for a reason. Like you have sometimes it's your partner, sometimes it's your friend, sometimes it's your like whatever.
Hmm.
Um you have that person who's like the instant fixer. You tell them something and they're like, "Okay, I'm going to fix it." But what you really need in that moment is someone to just like say, "Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Do you need
Yeah.
anything? Like, can I support in any way?"
Hmm.
And like, I think this is why journaling has been such a powerful practice for
Mm.
me. It's why it's something that we advocate.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't have a person in your corner,
Yeah.
right? I have a fabulous best friend and a fabulous partner, but sometimes they have their own ish going on, like,
Yeah.
and so to have the opportunity to use a tool like journaling to still get all of these thoughts that are spiraling like external to yourself is so
Mhm.
powerful because there's just something about like, let me just write uninterrupted for 10 minutes, every crazy
Mhm.
thought that's going on through my head and look at it. So now it's not in here anymore, it's here. And
Yeah.
it's so powerful to just be like, okay,
Yeah.
some of this is valid and some of this is not
Yeah.
making sense. Like, this is not
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Kara's not mad at me because I texted her at 10 p.m. This is not real.
As long as you're not mad at me for texting you at 4.
Hashtag turn your ringer off. But it's just like, it's just like that thing where, you know,
Yeah.
support is so powerful.
Mhm.
And taking the like slowing down in your life, your family that you're creating long enough to go, okay, let's do this intentionally. Like, not
Yeah.
even like, let me, you know,
Yeah.
whatever, parenting intentionally, but let me just
Yeah.
observe and enjoy the experience of watching my partner with our child
Yeah.
be like such a rock star and let me do that intentionally.
Mhm.
Or let me intentionally watch this and see, okay, this is not a great situation. How can we talk about this so that we can adjust this moving forward? I always
Yeah.
have an eye on like, and maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not. I always have an eye on what does this mean for our kids
Yeah.
in 10 years, in 15 years, in 20 years when they're building their own families?
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. And I'm not a perfect person. Friends, mm,
Well,
I
I think
can
you're super.
I can spiral with the best. Well, thank you. I can spiral with the best of them. I can like lose my rational mind and just go off the deep end of like, okay, well, nobody likes me and everything's terrible. And, all of the things.
But you know what? Going into like spiraling, I feel like I'm a better mom, not because I have help, but because I have a place and support where I can fall apart and then build myself back up, right?
Mm, yeah.
Speaking spiraling and like I'm an amazing spiraler too.
Yeah, yeah. But also like intentionally saying, okay, yes, I can lose my temper from time to time and it's
Mhm.
not effective and it's not helpful. What can I do that's different? Like just being um conscious enough that there's the opportunity to do something different is so
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
And inviting your partner to share. I will tell you, I am a hard person to talk to if you need to give feedback. I'm not,
Really?
girl. I am not. I'm a hard person because I have
Yeah.
reasons why I
Yeah.
do everything, right?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
doesn't make me right, but I've got reasons. But I have to say that
Mhm.
being open to my partner telling me
Mhm.
and like not emotionally reacting to it at first
Mhm.
or not letting my emotional reaction to him sharing feedback with me be the like final thing is so
Yeah.
helpful. So yes,
Yeah.
um a partner is a safe place not just because they hold you when you're falling apart, but also because they can tell you the truth from their perspective and
Yeah.
you can take the time to consider it. Consider it. You don't have to take all of that on. You know me. I'm hard to tell. But yeah, any hoodle. Partnerships are challenging, but when you work on them and when you appreciate them, they're also miraculous. Um, and, if you are finding yourself in a position where your partner is not the best, then focus the light inward and focus on yourself. Like if you are in a space where your partner is not the best,
Mm.
the easiest thing to do is just focus on improving yourself and rising tides raise all boats. They will either rise to meet you or they'll fall away. That can be hard. We can talk about that sometimes because
Yes, I would love to talk about that.
I've had me some breakups, girlfriends.
Okay.
Anyways, okay,
Let's
this
count
was
how many
great.
maps.
Yes. Cara, what are we talking about next week?
Man, it's a good one. Oh, and we were laughing about it too. It is hilarious. Next week, we're talking about our moms scared all of the time asking for a friend.
Asking for yes.
Asking for a friend.
The answer is yes. Let's talk all about it next week. This was a great episode. Again, lovely to spend time with you.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
Yep.
And don't forget, you're mom enough.
You're mom enough. We'll see you
Talk
next
to you
week.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Love this combo? Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And share with a mom who needs to hear it.
And if you're craving a deeper connection, come find us in the Heart to Start group.
Because the real work of motherhood,
It's becoming whole while you raise tiny humans.
And that's exactly what we're doing together.
Go to joinheartthestart.com and get in the group.
Hey, friend, if this episode left you feeling grateful for your partner or reevaluating your partnership, and you know, mom, that might be in a similar space, please share. We love to get the word out about the show. We're just working to get more people together to talk about these topics because we need to talk about them.
Wait, do we ever? And hey, you, don't forget, leave a review and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And the best part yet, come join us in our amazing free group. You can get access by going to joinhearttostart.com. We have lots of fun. Well, if you just want to find your mom rad, like someone who's
Yes.
on the same page as you, a group of moms who are working at bettering themselves outside of like your identity of motherhood, this
Come
is a
join
good
us.
place for you, my friends.
Yeah,
My
join Heart
genius
to
cousin has
Start.
created some awesome things, activities
Ooh,
for you
so
that are
fun.
bite-sized.
Easy to do. All right.
Yeah.
And you know that thing where sometimes something happens in your day and you feel like you're ready to snap your crayons? Well, we do.
Yes.
We do. Woo. But we've cracked the code. If you go to yourmomenough.com/stop, you can grab your copy of Mom Needs Minute, What to Do When Big Feelings Hijack Your Day, but you still have to mom.
Oh man. I
Mm.
wish I would have had that book earlier.
I used it earlier today. We'll talk
Oh,
about
did
that
you?
later.
If
Anyway,
you like feeling calm like jello when everything is like hitting the fan around you, definitely read this book. That's who that book's for.
amen.
All
All
right.
right, friends. Good to see you.
Thank you again for joining. We love you so much. And
You're
you're
mom enough.
already mom enough.
Word. All right. Bye,
Or
guys.
bye.